So for this seeding pool, no one's gonna be eliminated. We're just figuring out what the bracket's gonna look like as we head into our double elimination bracket later this afternoon. So obviously, none of these players have touched the white cab all weekend. Maybe if they showed up early on Thursday or something to get a feel for it. But they have been waiting so patiently for like 3 or 4 days. I mean, honestly, they've been waiting patiently since they signed up for the tournament.
Absolutely.
But
I know we've been keeping JBoy busy. He was our pump tournament organizer, so.
yes. So they finally get the chance to loosen up their legs. Looks like Chris might be using an alternate card because we're not seeing any scores.
I think he had to switch to like a US account for
because
KAZE
he had
qualifiers.
Yeah. So, but I'm sure we'll see, you know, MFC.
He has the folder, so Chris's BB on this is an MFC.
He has like 95% of the game on singles on MFC, you know.
Just Chris for like
this is a morning walk for your boy. And honestly, for JBoy as well. This is just casual morning duties. You know, this is just brewing the coffee for both of these players. JBoy been a high-level DDR pump player for probably close to 20 years, if not more.
Wow.
And, you know, Chris, having played at home since probably 2000, between 2000, maybe like 2004, 2005.
Whenever Guitar Hero stopped being
fun. Yeah. You know, the infamous chair bar with the massive flat screen TV in Chris' living room from back in the day. And now you just have them still just ripping this game, looking as prime as ever. You know, they're going to be ripping this game until their body doesn't let them. So. See what this MA is looking like. Yep, 12 perfects. Chris.
Yeah, that's all you know.
JBoy with 40, respectable scores, but we know he can do a lot better.
Yep.
You know, sometimes it takes people a little bit longer to get the blood flowing properly.
Absolutely.
So, we're going to be moving into DDR MEGAMIX Challenge 16. You know, 10 songs in a trench coat. Or 10 or 11 or how many other songs we have in this song. Also, I think the longest song in DDR, the longest, you know, official song that's not like one of the like over-crush things from X or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like 2 minutes and like 35 seconds or something like that. Like, it's a long boy. The Messi and Ronaldo of DDR. You know, two of them. You know, yeah. There's so many players that you can just like put them together and like have them play on any given day, and you know, standings could be so much different.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a pretty big upbeat reunion going on here.
Yeah, I think in this tournament there's 26 or 27 players that were at upbeat. So that just goes to show you how high the caliber of this tournament is. So probably outside of like KAC and upbeat, this is probably, you know, and maybe like Super Extra exclusive. You know, this is probably like the highest caliber, like regular US major that we've ever had.
Yes. But you know what's great about the Stake on the Lake also is because of the waterfall pool structure and
yes.
of it.
Everyone has a chance. Yes. You know, you don't want to be a low seed and have to play one of these players first match and then just like, you know, that's kind of it for the weekend. You want a chance to feel like it's close. You know, and honestly, you know, some of these players make new friends out of these pools. You know, they meet new rivals, they get the talking, you know. It's a nice friendly vibe.
Yeah, it's a really That's a very good point. DDR MEGAMIX was originally a top.
Oh, it was. Yeah, both of these players still keeping consistent with the MA, but we're going to be moving into the Legend of Match section, final section, in just a moment here.
The iconic slowdown here.
Chris up by about 25. Again, every time I see him, he's able to just like lock into the MA window so fast. It's really just mind-blowing how much these players just immediately just get up and go.
MFC the whole run there.
God.
JBoy only picking up a couple of perfects as well.
For real. We're going to have a 31 EX lead from Chris. Let's see what this MA is looking like. All right, 42, 3 and 2. You know, that's a bit more understandable for a song like this, you know, this early into his run.
Lots of BPM changes there. It's a tricky boy.
Yeah, versus 78, 2 and 1, you know. We're still working to get the blood flowing. We'll see what their second song is. They're gonna stay in the 16 voltage. Of course. Anyone who knows Chris, you know, Max Unlimited, that's his thing. 1X, no bar, no chair, no mods, no cheating. I've seen him play this song on stealth, blindfolded, you know. He knows this song like he knows what his own face looks like. You know, this is the Chris song. If there had to be one, I think. We're just seeing complete mastery.
Didn't want to say anything. I was just watching that white combo.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to sit back and watch, you know? Like, there's not much you can say. Like,
yeah, at a certain level of play, the game just speaks for itself.
Yeah. I think that's what we'll be seeing for the next, you know, seven, however many hours it takes to get through this top 16, whatever. It's just unspeakable levels of juiciness. You know, these players are going shopping, going right through the spice aisle, just swiping all the spices off of the cabinet, saying, "Give me that shit."
With a pretty commanding lead here.
You know, JBoy keeping up, kind of, you know, struggling a little bit here and there, but like when he's feeling it, his MA is, you know, it's on point.
I genuinely wonder if that was a bad judge.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to say for sure. Just, at this caliber of play, I'm always suspicious when there is a good, you know?
Of course. So 65, 7 and 1 versus 13 and a good from Chris. You know, just business as usual for Chris. Looks like VivaLaMoo is having to make an A3 account.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if maybe he left his EMUs at home or something, but wow.
I know Moo hasn't been playing a ton of DDR lately.
No, he really hasn't. He was saying a lot this weekend about how he feels like he was overseeded because he's really not familiar with a lot of recent content in DDR.
Here's the thing though, he's such a good player.
He's so good.
Like, it's impossible to see someone who's that good, just, you know, very accurately based on exactly what turns they know.
Yep.
Also, he's just such a cool guy.
They're gonna be opting out of playing Lesson by DJ, unfortunately.
Shout out to Moo. We hung out on the cruise and it was a good time.
That's good. Yeah, he's just been ripping ITG. insanely good scores over on the ITG side of things. So looks like their warm-up is gonna be, no? ΩVERSOUL? All right, so we're gonna have ΩVERSOUL CSP as their warm-up song.
Somehow I missed that the KAZE, that Hudson was over on the other side. So our chances of daggers just tripled.
Yeah. Yep, so we're having a 19 perfect PFC from KAZE, and hopefully VivaLaMoo has maybe seen this chart, but honestly, I think with his general knowledge of 4-panel, I think he'll be able to spot the switches in the song. That's the thing about when you've been playing this game for so long, is that pattern recognition takes you a long way.
Yeah.
It's almost required, especially when you want to kind of raise your reading speed up, because nobody wants to read 17s at like 300 scroll speed.
No, they do not. Yeah, with how much ITG you play this chart to be firm, I completely agree. This is a very ITG friendly
Yes,
chart.
for sure. So I think with charts like this, with Sky High, Scarlet Police, I think maybe they're taking some pages from ITG. Maybe, you know, they're not producing, you know, I don't want to say they're bad charts, but it's good to see them branching out and, you know, trying new things with A3. I think it's been one of the more diverse kinds of charting styles we've seen in a long time.
They're definitely dipping over to tech in a way that I think is attractive to a lot of players who might have gravitated to ITG for specific challenges or specific kinds of chart designs.
Yeah, there's been a lot of spicy charts, you know, a lot of spicy takes, but it's good to at least see everything not being like a cookie cutter type of chart.
I am a Scarlet Police apologist.
And then you have stuff like Lindworm, which is just like an all-out just heck you.
Lindworm is a feast for the senses.
Yeah, you could say that. Oh my god. But
Moo just sort of.
we're gonna. I don't know how that felt for Steven, for VivaLaMoo. 44, 10, 1, and 6.
Yeah, they're chatting with the tech
And
again.
Even 9 and 5 on the right side looks like it might be concerning.
Yeah.
A lot of players, just even down, you know, halfway through the polls, have been having, you know, they were saying they're having issues with this left side cap for most of the weekend. But somehow the right side cab, the other cab that we're not streaming on this side, been having pretty good luck. Haven't really been hearing many issues with the other cab. But not sure what's going on with this one. That's just not holding up very well. You know, we've opened it up a lot, messed with the modding, replaced the sensors, I believe, as well. So I don't know if maybe now it's like sensors need to be just broken in, or
We have a very divisive chart.
we have a very divisive chart. Yeah.
People have a lot of feelings about Great Challenge.
Well, I mean, what's your opinion on it, Ari?
So I don't like to jump very much.
I don't think anyone does.
I'm not a fan of Great Challenge.
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes to jump very much. Sometimes you just have to cope.
If you can do exactly what this chart does, like if that is in your skill wheelhouse, it is probably a very enjoyable chart. If you are like me and you want your knees to last for another 40 years, yeah.
Yep, exactly, Limited. This is not a chart you want to play if you respect your knees.
Whenever the song preview starts, somewhere an orthopedic surgeon starts salivating and they don't know why.
Oh my god. Just a giant money sign just pops up over the round one.
Like Looney Tunes, like dollar signs.
Yeah. you go to the White Cap, you don't even see people anymore. You just see loot crates.
Anyway, here's Prey Challenge.
Here's Prey Challenge. In case we hadn't said the name of the song yet. And KAZE has a 3 perfect PFC on it. You know,
Just
cuz.
a little razzle dazzle. Looks like KAZE's playing on mirror. Who's got it on left?
That's looking like a left mod.
We are seeing some struggles on that one.
Yeah, for sure. But yes, song A10K has to get very crusty, very quick.
Yeah, I hope we can figure it out because it seems pretty obvious.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to say right now because we have VivaLaMoo staying on the brackets for the most part. But I think there were some rough drops even before that.
Yeah.
And you don't want this tournament to come down to a matter of, you know, matches feeling like they're more determined by pad choice. Which sometimes when things are acting up and, you know, you can't really find a good solution, sometimes it can feel like that.
Yeah. Everybody's just kind of making like knowing eye contact with each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real Fight Club vibes up in this joint.
Oh man. But I think that was their warm-up song, right? This is both of their first time up on the cap.
I think there's another for it. Sorry, y'all.
Oh yeah, they're on final stage.
It's all running together.
All right, so we're gonna see how Negeki goes.
Oh yeah, ΩVERSOUL was a warm-up.
Oh yes. It's been a long 4 days, 3 days. The brain juices are running dry.
So we did a lot of jumping last time, and now we're going to walk up and down some stairs.
No. I'm not being peer pressured into the stairs. I'll do the stairs in Negeki.
Yeah.
I am not walking up a flight of stairs though, because you know that's totally harder than ripping this 18. Going upstairs right now would be like a 20, honestly.
But yeah, so if you haven't seen Negeki Challenge, but you are somehow aware of 2DX Kaida, same thing. The piano scales are staircases in this chart, which is a really fantastic thing to do with feet.
Yeah.
Some step jumps, I think.
Yep.
Otherwise, like, probably middle tier 18 as far as difficulty is concerned.
I would say it's like mid, maybe like an 18.5, 18.6. But no, another song where the 24ths are just blazing fast, equal to 240 BPM, but luckily we're not going to see too many of them right now. Later in the song though, there's an infamous piano staircase section, but we will get there in about 400 steps. We have a lot of jumping to get through.
Yeah, knowing head bob, jump on Moose slide.
We're gonna have some crossovers here before some more eighth notes. Very it's a bit stressful too to not drop those phrases. Having to like keep your other foot so steady.
Very crispy MA on his
Now we have some NGO type step jumps into bursts. And KAZE looking very, very clean on those turns right there. We're gonna get into a, you know, maybe I would call this the break of the song for the most part. The rest of the chart for the next like 300 steps. It's a doozy. You get a lot of crossovers, a lot of 16th notes. Really not much break. Constant motion for the rest of the song here. And we're getting into the infamous Nageki piano stair section. Each one of those 24th bursts is 240 BPM equivalent. And yeah, that one right there is, that's a run killer. But looks like VivaLaMoo is still trying to figure out maybe what's going on. KAZE finishing up, you know. I think for KAZE, this is, you know, more warming up for the most part.
And I think it's good that
VivaLaMoo talking to the tech right now.
I'm glad that we're sussing out what's going on with the pad during seeding,
For sure.
During competition.
Yep. Oh, did Chris go back to his other card?
Maybe.
All right, we're seeing all these MFCs. We're seeing that 4 perfects. Personal best on the 18. And then 996 on the 19. Just showing the absolute just Sigma grind set that you need.
I think we talked about this earlier. Since Lou doesn't play a ton of DDR and arcade as hard as we know, don't take those scores to heart as far as his ability to perform.
Yeah, that is hour-long set, like 10-hour-long sessions for years and years to have scores like that showing up. Not to say that he isn't capable, but the chances of seeing things like that, you know, on command, you know, in a setting where there's so many loud noises, machine voices, it's so hard to play at your peak.
Chris nails the rocket.
Yep.
Drop from there. Both are pretty locked in here.
Yep. It was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe VivaLaMoo was just like kind of tired before. It looks like he might be a little more steady on this pick here. We still have Chris holding on to this gold combo. Nothing too crazy in this middle part of the chart here. There's some drops from VivaLaMoo.
Stops here.
Yes. It's going to be a rocket speed up into a right arrow. See if they get it.
Got it.
Chris gets it. VivaLaMoo accidentally going into it on the left step.
Gotta memorize it.
A little Scooby here. Whoop, into a stop. VivaLaMoo tripping up the timing, coming back in there. Let's see what happens on this ending. It's going to slow down and come back in at, I believe, 390? Oh, and Chris dropping the gold combo, but still holding on to a massive lead.
Looks like both opted for the memorization fast reading.
Luckily, the pattern isn't too difficult to memorize, you know, but having to kind of trick your brain into just not really trying to read the ending there is really difficult.
You gotta like cross your eyes, basically.
Honestly, you'd probably be better off. Oh, where are we going? What are we doing here? All right, we're just doing the expert 18. Yeah, just the expert 18, not the challenge.
mean, casual,
you know,
straight
casual
MFCs on every chart.
But yeah, that's disgusting.
What is there left to say about this?
Like, having an MFC on anything in DDR is disgusting, but how do you have words?
Show me what you got.
We're going to be getting into a lot of 210 BPM kind of drilly type streams here. Very, very uncomfortable with these kind of knee-jerky anchor patterns here. All right, both players starting off on the right foot on that. VivaLaMoo picking up a miss, but he was gold up until there. So I think he's definitely starting to warm up a lot more now. Chris just looking steady with that MA.
Absolutely.
You know, still in SVP territory, despite that good. Crispy. I am crispy for life.
Crispy bacon.
Crispy bacon. He's gotta change his name now.
We've officially made this a press.
Yeah.
Chris, when you watch this VOD.
This part is also super uncomfortable, having to like kind of start these gallops on the same foot. It's super uncomfortable. Alright, so Chris, you know, minus 20 DX. 11 and 3 goods versus 62 and 2. It's really difficult to warm up for foot speed. So very respectable showing. Giving the pads a wipe down. You know, we have tons of round 1 dirt on the pads. Fresh soil.
We
For
have
some homegrown MA.
We have Windex Chon available to make them exactly grippy enough.
Yes.
It's important to use Windex,
It
not
is.
Sprayway, because Sprayway cleans them too well.
Yep. Seasoned. Yep. So right, Magnet. Yes, KAZE.573 being the first person in the world to ever clear Boss Rush SM2. So, it's a conglomeration of all the boss songs from Supernova 2. Having to clear that course on a Life 4. Back when goods broke combo.
Oh my.
It's an absolute disgusting display of power. And he's only gotten better since then.
He is like a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
I mean, so studied on every chart in this game.
And both players, again, insanely good high-level pump players too. So they have been through the ringer for years and years and years. We're seeing a 29 perfect PFC on Happy Lucky YEAPPY from JBoy. 16 perfects from KAZE.
Nobody knows what a YEAPPY is, and nobody knows what the heck is on that deck.
I think it's like a snail.
My
I'd have
phone
to
is
say
like
a scary snail anthro girl.
caterpillar.
Oh, maybe.
It's a creature.
It is an organism.
KAZE opting for Listening Plus here.
Yep.
Kind of like Try Perfect, where it just has the speed up at the end. So.
Yes, but definitely a way more prolonged speed up though.
Not sure how memorizable that one is.
It's memorizable. Maybe not easily, but you definitely could. You can break it up into sections and kind of memorize it that way.
Chunking it.
I mean, look, if somebody can stealth a boss song,
True.
you can memorize the end of Happy Lucky.
Current Solutions has a question, what is the gray screen on the player 2 side? That's called a Sun Plus. Basically, they, in order to be able to read at a when the arrows are more compressed when you're at a lower read speed because there's a big BPM change in the song. It effectively like increases the read speed for the arrows that you see above it.
Yep. Alright, and KAZE hits the Sun and Plus slab. We're going to be moving up in BPM now to 380. Luckily, the patterns do not stay as difficult as they were earlier in the song. We're going to be finishing up. KAZE is going to take it by 19. Looks like a very strong run from both players. 47 and, oh my god. 47 and 1 versus 22 and 4. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That is meaty.
That was not lucky on either side.
That was.
Perhaps they're happy. They might even be.
I think he's pretty happy. I would be happy about that. And JBoy has been wanting to use this song in a tournament. Well, are we not picking him? TAGMIX. Real
spicy hours.
Alrighty.
He came to play.
TAGMIX Last Dancer. Formerly a 16 for some ungodly reason when it released.
They fixed that one real quick.
Yeah, that was rough.
And then we got Gerbera, so you know.
Yeah.
All things in balance.
All right, what's more iconic? TAGMIX being released as a 16 or Egoism Expert being released as a 17?
I'm actually going to give you the most iconic of them all. Flower being released as a 17.
True. Those of you that don't know, when Flower came out in, what, X3?
Something like that, yeah.
It was a 17.
It's a 15
it's
now.
A 15.
It's a very middle difficulty.
Yeah, it's still a hard 15, but imagine nowadays Flower being the same difficulty as something like Try Perfect or this song, or we look back on it and we just have a good laugh about it. But we're gonna see what happens from TAGMIX here. JBoy has a PFC on it with 62 perfects. And KAZE was looking like he had a very, very low perfect count flag. Like a 999, 180. So, we'll see how they keep up on this. There's going to be a lot of BPM changes too.
Yes.
Alright, keeping up really close with each other. The song references in this song are also very, very cool.
Yeah.
The way they're blended together.
Of course, because it is a tag MEGAMIX, we're going to have the iconic possession section at the end.
There's possession, show me your moves, ace for aces, London, over the period. There was a Roppongi section towards the beginning. Oh, you have the Paranoia Revolution Jag. Luckily, you don't have to deal with the huge crossover run here. You get the Replicant, the action voice sample into all these jumps here. We still have a... Yeah. It's honestly such a good song and a good chart. It's so hype. And this match is also hype. We're really close to each other. We're within like what, 10, 15 EX? We're gonna see how they hit the over the period drills here. Let's see. Oh! Alright, JBoy coming out of that stronger. Only got a few notes left, and I think JBoy's gonna take it. 21 EX lead for JBoy. He feels good about that. 75 and 5 versus 68, 10, 2, 4. And it looks like they're going to be going to a tiebreaker. Hopefully they're not going to get anything too tiring. They want to save all their energy for when it comes to elimination time.
sure this just feels like a warm-up for them.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure they'll turn it up even more.
Absolutely.
You know, once everyone's sorted.
It's so hard for me, like, at the level like I'm at to comprehend, like, I'm just getting started.
Look,
AAA TAGMIX.
I'm still trying to understand TAGMIX, and I have a 9.9. Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Our tiebreaker is a great challenge.
They wanted that.
They picked that.
They vetoed Step This Way Expert and Firestorm Expert. They want this.
They picked this over Firestorm Expert.
Oh my god. Who hurt them?
I think they hurt themselves.
Probably. Yeah. I mean,
Johnny Cash playing
honestly,
quietly in the background.
Honestly, part of the prize pot should be like appointments to like a knee surgeon or like I don't know what.
Like just a gift
Just
card.
like a gift card.
So then here is surgeon.
Yeah. Or a hip surgeon.
Wow, that surgeon must be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
They're so hip. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad that went successful for you, Dunk. If we see a new decade expert, I'll be sure to shout you out. A courtesy knee brace as part of your earnings. That's so right, Brixie. All right, I won't shout you out, Dunk. All right, let's see what KAZE can put up against JBoy in this tiebreaker. Looking primed to win with how good his PB is, but JBoy is absolutely no slouch. And all right, only 90x behind. Such a wildly inconsistent type of chart.
Yeah.
Like you never know if you're gonna get like 4 perfects or like 4 misses in the first half.
JBoy PFC's the jack.
Let's go. Such an uncomfortable jack at 210 BPM. Especially on the up arrow. You know, everyone's least favorite arrow. Because, you know, I find a lot of times it's harder to control your foot if you're using your toes rather than your heel. So, we're getting into the end of the song here, and KAZE has about a 30 EX lead, so he's going to be looking to hold on to that through these last few jump sections. Picking up some more goods, more perfects, but still keeping it 33 EX lead. And KAZE is going to take this at 2-1. 17-2-2-1. Right, versus 39-3-1-5. Both insanely good scores. Almost a PB for JBoy. You know, about a 1,000 under his PB.
To beat all their one win.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is ice cold.
Oh. Dunk, we want you on commentary right now. Oh my goodness. Can y'all hear, I wonder if they can hear Hudson and Chris playing rock, paper, scissors.
Absolutely just yelling.
So they were using rock, paper, scissors to determine the song order versus pad choice. So I promise they're not just playing childhood games on the pads. True, that's the side tournament. Once you get up, you know, that's the side tournament for DDR.
I thought the side tournament was the arm wrestling at the hotel.
Was anybody arm wrestling this year?
Yeah, we got
Spuggin's over.
No, it wasn't Spuggin's over. We got Kim and Dalton.
Kim and Dalton?
Yeah.
Oh, yo. I'll have to ask Kim how that went later.
I think she won.
Oh, we should have been keeping it. We We should have been keeping it for next year. Next year, we'll keep a tally for RPS. Alright, so we're going to be
yeah, I think we're
going into Schwarzschild field. Schwarzschild.
I used to call it Schwarzschild when it
We're going to be
came
going into a banger of an LED song.
Very good song.
Very good 150 BPM with lots of gimmicks in the first half.
This is a 820 plus crossover for 2DX.
Yeah. Very, very tough song to learn, but once you get it down, it's so much fun.
Great
We're gonna see if they don't choke this ending, or beginning rather. Also, maybe not the best of syncs to deal with.
Yeah.
But again, like, they just know where the window is, so we don't really see many people messing with the offset. It's also a very streamy song. We don't see many songs in DDR with these prolonged streams. At least at this length, like at these lower speeds, like 150, 160.
I think this is actually pretty faithful to how it plays in 2DX as well.
I haven't seen it, but that's actually really cool.
I'm not much of a 2DX player. I just have a lot of friends who are.
Right. So look, Chris is ahead by about looking like 9. Somewhere between 9 and 10 EX.
Yeah.
Keeping it really close.
Yeah.
You know.
KAZE is right on his toes.
Yep, never a slouch of a player. And this is just the smallest taste, teaspoon. You know, crumbs on a teaspoon of what we're going to see later from these players.
Oh wait, no, I forgot that was.
Yeah.
That was great. Like that's not a lot of steps.
No, there's about 100 steps left. I think it's like a 604 max combo. We'll see if Chris can keep it. I think we'll at least see 2 full combos. Yeah, Chris is gonna take it.
There we go.
Looking like an 8 perfect SDP. He's tracking his own. Yep, 8 perfects. So 16 SDP in, you know,
Seeding, yeah.
17 1-1 would have beaten so many people. But like, it's just, yes, another Chris classic with the full MFCs on Fascination MAXX.
Incredible boomer hours right here.
Versus, I feel like Kartsing can do, you know, I feel like KAZE could do a lot better than 46.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how much. You know, another very old school boss song, Supernova.
I would put money on KAZE knowing Fascination MAXX better than maybe just about anybody more.
Yeah.
I would put money on that.
We're seeing Chris reading 700 scroll speed on this. Absolute jet plane speeds. Such a cool chart.
Neither is giving an inch. We got this green from Hudson.
Yep. So for the rest of the song is kind of going to be offset by like an 8th note here. So the song never returns back to being perfectly on the beat, I guess. So it's always going to have like these funky colors. And then later on in the song is just going to suffer from complete green note syndrome. It's always funny to see that. But we're extremely close here. 7 EX. We're going to have to stop. Going back in. 400 BPM. Still within 10 EX. Hudson keeping up. Looking to take a very, very prime song in Chris's head. Still within 10. We'll see how this ending is hit. Still insanely close. Let's see. 10! 10 EX difference on Fascination MAXX. But Chris getting the PMC with 18 perfects versus 26 and 1.
Absolutely
It is insane
incredible.
seeing these people just put up these scores so casually.
And there's more of this.
Yes.
We're not even
I'm
in
so
bracket
I'm
play.
so glad that none of these players are getting knocked out with these scores because like they're still just getting cooked. In a good way, they're getting cooked up. No, they're not. We're letting these players cook.
In the cold players.
We're letting.
Out
It's
the hot game.
everything is sizzling. I'm about to see steam coming off these pads.
You can
like-
see the steam coming out of our heads as we try to
But
figure out how to comment.
we had to take our fucking jackets off. Like
We're smoking.
that is the one swear you're gonna get from me off stream. But there's so much going on. Oh, let's go. Mario re-upping with the Kiwi Strawberry Propel.
Beautiful.
I don't know if he knew that I was drinking the exact same thing, but like, shout out to Mario. Oh, it's just water.
Oh,
Damn.
you got got.
I just got so bamboozled. I didn't even see him take my bottle. So.
All right, we got JBoy, player
Yep.
1.
Koizuru宇宙戦争. Love is a space war with the carrot spaceships.
I love Prim.
Would you fly to outer space in a carrot?
I would.
I would too.
Halfway.
But we're gonna be seeing JBoy and VivaLaMoo going at it.
This
No.
one, stamina check.
Yep.
7 beats.
Long,
Yup.
730 something combo, 200 BPM,
Lots of steps.
lots of streams.
Good one for scoring, really. It's pretty straightforward.
Kind of distracting in background too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of songs have very annoying backgrounds, and this one at least maybe not as flashy as some others, but they're within 1 EX of each other.
Wow.
Yeah, I think VivaLaMoo is definitely hitting his stride now after earlier. I am so glad we have just a front row seat to this. It's still within 2 EX of each other. We're going to be getting into a long stream here. Emming the heck out of that. And yeah, this isn't even like, to think this isn't even like one of the, this is like a mid 17.
Yeah, this is probably
Like there's
first
so
10
many,
players for
yeah,
people. Both of them picking up mids.
for real. Still so close. See if they can hold steady, if JBoy can hold on to that lead. Let's go. JBoy's gonna take it by 6. Looking like strong MA on both sides. 27 and 2 misses versus 28, 1-1-2. Insanely close. Insanely close. Without those 2 misses on VivaLaMoo, they would have tied. So we're gonna see what they have as their second song. Going down it, of course. Up? No?
I was kind of
I know
hoping to see
I know
Sumi.
Sumi Nagawa is a classic VivaLaMoo pick. So we'll see what they are going for. At this point, they're confident on, you know, most of the game. They're going for stay gold. Well, now I just want roasted carrots. So hopefully we're going to be going with stay gold. VivaLaMoo shrugging like, oh, I don't know if I know this chart.
Yeah.
All right, well, definitely a JBoy pick.
Yeah, this is probably where a bit of not playing as much DDR comes in as a problem. Since you really just gotta know this chart. It's really nice. And not like super well telegraphed gimmicks either. Like,
Right.
From there.
Alright, so it's going to be a bit of a study session for VivaLaMoo unless he was watching it replayed earlier. He might be able to pick up some of it just kind of based on the cadence of the song, I think. But I think this is going to be a solid warm-up for JBoy, you know, to get the eyes working properly. To get the brain working properly, too. And VivaLaMoo, for not knowing the chart, he's making some pretty decent adjustments on the fly. Really, really impressive. And yeah, nobody has eaten a full Hamlet. We gotta feed these players some carrots.
That's a full
like
face
mid-song.
lie. I had Pico de Gallo, and my burrito yesterday.
I'm gonna spoon feed you Pico de Gallo.
The only vegetable I've had.
Oh my god. I'll just start eating a raw avocado in the middle of a song. Yeah, just hit the arrows when they get to the top. It's easy. Everyone's gonna end up seeing the game now. That's all we had to do this whole time.
Rhythm games are easy. It tells you exactly what buttons to hit. Alright, so we're gonna be finishing up. Looks like we'll see what this MA is looking like on JBoy's side. JBoy takes it handily, but for what I have to assume is a first play, Moo handled that that's well.
Very, very nice. I imagine VivaLaMoo is gonna take some time to watch that on his phone. So if that comes up in a bracket later, he, you know, can be in a much better spot to show what he has.
Exactly.
You know, because again, like you were saying, he is very much a top player in his own right, but it just comes down to that chart knowledge. And you know, whether you've been going to the arcade or not, you gotta put in the study hours. You all gotta do your homework.